And traditionally we do have two class periods. Our third period symphonic band, which is our advanced students, and then our concert band, which are our younger students. But this year, just for the instrumentation, we had to form one full group, and they rehearsed the music in separate class periods, and the percussion and yet another class period. And so we had to have several rehearsals together. And so just each time, it just the amount of improvement. So, and we have not peaked yet, so it's as great as they're going to sound this evening. I want to encourage you again to come to support them at festivals, so it's not just some stranger judges writing comments down, but they've got some familiar faces cheering them on and helping with that score. And again, orchestra is Tuesday the 8th at 7 o'clock, and symphonic band is Wednesday the 9th at 7:30. Okay, so it'll be a really fun evening and a lot of great music from many of the schools in our district and around. Okay, so this is our 9th through 12th grade combined symphonic band, and our first piece is by Johnny Vincent, and it's entitled Armenian Rhapsody, and it's basically a collection of folk music, and Armenia has a very rich, long tradition and history of Armenian music. And I have to mention, I was inspired by this piece because my conducting teacher at UC Santa Barbara was very one Kochin, and he was the conductor of the orchestra. He conducted the Salt Lake City Orchestra, and he was the concertmaster, the first chair violinist with the Los Angeles Philharmonic. So he was very inspirational, so I kind of want to give a little tribute to him. He passed away a few years ago, but he's listening up there. And I want to take one more minute to acknowledge and recognize the great contributions to the music program from our coaching staff, our brass coach, and they really are not just brass or woodwinds, they help all around in many ways. Mr. Bernie Parsons, if you could stand. Once again, Johnny Vincent's Armenian Rhapsody. story. It tells the story. How many of you have ever read Call of the Wild by Jack London? Yeah, it's a great, great story of a dog. He was a German, or not German Shepherd, excuse me, a St. Bernard mix, and he lived this really easy life until he was kind of dog-napped and taken up to the Yukon, and really hard conditions, treated terribly, suffered hunger and beatings, and fought his way to be the lead dog. So it's all about this inner urge that's within you, but when forced to survive, the wild calls and you become the leader. And if you've never read it, it's a great book. Ask your English teachers about it. Maybe you get some extra credit, but this is Jack London, the story of Call of the Wild, as composed by Brian Valmages.
guys, you made me cry. That was so beautiful. I was just looking at you guys and looking at your faces and just wishing I'd had more time with you. And it was so beautiful. Thank you so much. A lot of my parents right now are going to be yours next year. Do you want to say anything to them before you don't see them?
Well, we're going to see each other more. So, no, really, when she said, 8 hours a day, it really kind of is. And if I counted the number of times I get called Mom, I mean Miss Hench, and it's the biggest compliment because I don't have children of my own, so I pour. These kids are all like so big. It's a great fest. We're so proud. We really are. But anyway, I did want to mention we do need to get our booster group back. Due to COVID, we have a booster group of parents, and they do everything from we feed the kids at competitions to help with uniforms and transportation and props and just health and well-being. Anything you can give. I'm going to be sending out an email, and we'd love to get you involved. You want to be a part of, be a part of the band and Life's Parade, and these kids are it. And like I told them, invest all the time now because your future self will thank you. And parents, invest your time now because they're going to graduate so fast. You're going to blink, and they're going to be out starting their own families and careers. So they may say don't come, but they really do. When we have performances and I see them look out in the audience for you, and they stand up a little taller, a little prouder, and perform a lot better. So we encourage you not just to be part of the audience, but come, see how you can help behind the scenes, because it really does take a village. I cannot do this alone. And so if any of our past boosters are there, we welcome you to come back in and get involved. Like I said, if you can help just with transporting a few instruments and being a part of this glorious group, it's infectious, and you'll really have a great time. So thank you very much. We thank you very much for coming. We're going to have more concerts coming up. The jazz ensemble is performing. They're kicking off the season. We got new shirts and uniforms this year. Their first event will be April 9th at Kennedy. Will be the District Jazz Show. Actually, it's going to be at Catella this year. The District Jazz Showcase. And then at Magnolia, you can see orchestra and jazz band and orange juice for Steamapalooza. And then we have a jazz festival, and then our Spring Pops concert will be, hopefully, I got to confirm the date, May 19th, will be orchestra, including Orange Juice Orchestra, jazz ensemble, percussion, and color guard. And then the second night, it will be the symphonic band you see before you. And we're also going to kind of copy the choir, and we're going to do our own coffee house version, where we have soloists come up and play popular songs with, we have audio tracks to accompany them. It'll be a lot of fun, followed by our senior rose ceremony, where we send our seniors off. So parents, mark that down. That's the 20th. It's a Friday, and you want to be in the audience because you're involved. So because you're going to send your senior off with a rose. So we provide that. Much ado. So anything else? Okay, again, thank you all for coming. Thank you to Ms. Parsons, Ms. Getz, and of course, Mrs. Reyes. Without her, I wouldn't have these kids to be able to have this much fun and enjoyment. So thank you very much.
Sí, aquí habla Toño Gómez el Tionis, mandando otro video de la banda de la Western High School, de música de Nayely. Aquí estoy yo. Aquí estoy.